The simple meaning of logistics is receiving, warehousing, and distribution. Receiving, warehousing, and distribution has to be done in the right way under the present market situation. The industry across the world is passing through a very competitive market. Whatever we see in the market today, there are a large competition in almost all the consumer goods what we see in the market. So for the manufacturer to survive in the market, customer satisfaction is the most important criteria. The industry which satisfies the customer to the expectations of the customer will only survive in the market. So the manufacturers has to meet the customer requirement on the 5 words starting with the letter R. Right price, right quality, right quantity, right time, and right place. To meet these 5 R's, logistics has to play an important role. The manufacturer has to receive the raw materials and components from their suppliers on time at the using the cheapest mode of transport. The raw materials which is received in the factory has to be stored in a warehouse in the right manner. The raw materials which is stored in the warehouse has to be issued to the production plant as per the requirement of the production department. The production department, after converting this raw materials and components to finished goods, has to be packed for the right mode of transport and to be kept it in the finished warehouse. From the finished warehouse, these products has to be moved to the wholesaler or the distributor. From the wholesaler or from the distributor, these products has to be moved to the retailer, and from the retailer it has to move to the end customer. Once the end customer purchased this material, the role of logistics is not going to end, it is only going to start little more, which means the after sales service to the product which has been supplied to the customer is also to be done to the satisfaction of the customer till he uses the product. So all these functions, starting from receiving to the after sales service, is to be done in the right manner to the entire satisfaction of the customer. And the logistics professionals' duty is to meet all these requirements. The logistics professionals has to find out the right supplier for the raw materials and components. And this selection of supplier must be done in such a way that the supplier can meet the requirement of the manufacturer on time at the right price at the best quality. After this raw materials are ready at the supplier's place, the logistics professionals has to select the right mode of transport to move this material from the supplier's place to the factory. And the warehousing is another function the logistics professionals has to do. They have to select the right warehouse for keeping the material in the safest way. Then the distribution function from the wholesaler to the retailer and to the retailer to the customer is also to be done to the satisfaction of the distributor, to the satisfaction of the retailer, as well as to the satisfaction of the end customer. Whatever required by the distributor, whatever required by the retailer, and whatever required by the customer is to be given on time at whatever quantity. The present market situation, what we are seeing today, customer is the king and customer is deciding the price of the product he wants to buy. So the manufacturers has to do a reverse calculation and has to keep the market price, and this market price must include the profit he wants to get from the product he is making, which means the manufacturing cost has to be worked out based on the market price. So all the manufacturers are now looking how to reduce the production cost. The only area where the production cost can be reduced is the logistics cost, which is coming out to be approximately 60 to 70% of the production cost, which includes the raw materials and components prices also. That is why presently the industries are giving more importance to logistics professionals so that they can buy the raw materials and components at the right price. They can do the transportation at the cheapest mode of transport. They can do the warehousing at the cheapest cost, and they can do the distribution at the cheapest cost. This is the main reason why logistics professionals are much needed in the industry right now.